Chapter 1. Why Listening Comes First. You understand more English than you think, but when you try to speak, your mind goes blank. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Most learners study grammar first. They memorize rules. They read long lists of words. But that's not how real learning happens. Real learning starts with listening. Babies don't learn grammar first. They listen. They listen for months. Then, slowly, they start to speak. You can learn the same way. Today we're going to fix that. We're going to build a simple system. Listen first, practice second. Learn naturally. No pressure, no perfect grammar, just real progress. Let's talk about why listening matters so much. When you listen, your brain learns rhythm. It learns sound. It learns how words connect. You don't notice this happening, but it is happening. Every time you listen, your brain gets a little stronger. Think about a song you love. You didn't study the words. You heard it again and again. Now you know it by heart. English works the same way. Repetition builds memory. Memory builds confidence. Confidence builds speaking. Many learners skip this step. They jump straight to speaking. They feel frustrated. They give up. Don't make that mistake. Give your ears time first. Here's a simple truth. You cannot speak a sound you have never heard. If you don't know how a word sounds, you cannot say it correctly. So we listen first, always. Now, some of you are thinking, but Tom, I already listen. I watch movies, I listen to music. That's a great start. But there's a difference between passive listening and active listening. Passive listening is background noise. You hear it, but your brain doesn't focus. Active listening is different. You focus. You notice new words. You notice how sentences sound. This small difference changes everything. From today, try this. Choose short audio, 1 or 2 minutes long. Listen 3 times. First time, just listen. Second time, listen for one new word. Third time, listen for the rhythm. Notice where the voice goes up. Notice where it goes down. This simple habit trains your ear fast. You don't need hours, just a few focused minutes every day. Little by little, your ear gets sharper. And here's something exciting. As your ear improves, your speaking improves too. They are connected, always. So remember this. Before you try to speak perfectly, listen deeply first. That's the foundation. In the next chapter, we'll move to step 2, practice. I'll show you exactly how to turn listening into real speaking skill. It's simpler than you think. Stay with me. This next part changes everything. Chapter 2. The Power of Small Practice. Listening builds the foundation, but listening alone is not enough. You need practice, real practice, every single day. Here's the good news. Practice doesn't need to be long. 5 minutes a day is enough to start. Yes, just 5 minutes. Many learners think they need 1 hour, 2 hours, a perfect study plan. That thinking stops people before they even begin. Small practice done every day beats long practice done once a week. Let me explain why. Your brain is like a muscle. A muscle needs regular use, not one big workout. Regular, small workouts. Speak a little today. Speak a little tomorrow. Your brain slowly builds new pathways. This is how fluency grows. Now let's talk about the best kind of practice. It's called shadowing. Shadowing means this. You listen to a sentence, then you repeat it immediately. You copy the rhythm. You copy the sound. You are not translating. You are not thinking about grammar. You are copying, like an actor copying a voice. Here's an example. Listen to this sentence. I wake up early every morning. Now you say it, out loud, right now. Good. That's shadowing. Simple, right? Do this with short sentences every day. 5 minutes is enough. Over time, your mouth learns new movements. Your tongue learns new sounds. This becomes automatic. You stop translating in your head. You start thinking in English. That is the real goal. Now, some learners worry about mistakes. Listen carefully. Mistakes are not a problem. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. No one speaks perfectly at the beginning, not even native speakers when they were children. So don't wait for perfect. Just begin. Here's another powerful practice method. Talk to yourself. Yes, really. Describe your day out loud, in English. I am making coffee. I am walking to the kitchen. I am opening the window. This feels strange at first, but it works. You don't need a partner. You don't need a classroom. You just need your own voice. Try it today. Describe 5 simple actions, out loud, in English. This builds real speaking muscle. Remember, practice is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. 5 minutes today, 5 minutes tomorrow. 5 minutes every day. Small steps create big change. In the next chapter, we'll bring listening and practice together. We'll learn English through real, everyday life. This is where things start to feel natural. Keep going. You're doing great. Chapter 3. Learning through everyday life. Let's make English part of your real life, not just a subject you study, a language you live. Here's a big mistake many learners make. They only study English in a classroom or with a textbook. Then they close the book and English disappears. We're going to fix that today. You already have a daily routine. Waking up, eating breakfast, going to work, coming home. These moments are perfect for practice. Let's walk through a simple day and learn English inside it. In the morning when you wake up, say this. I wake up. I open my eyes. I stretch my arms. Simple sentences, present tense, easy to remember. Now you say it. Try it with me. Good. When you make coffee or tea, say this. I am making coffee. It smells wonderful. When you look outside, say this. The weather is nice today. Or, it's raining again. These are real sentences. You will use them again and again in real life. This is powerful because you connect English directly to your world. You're not memorizing random words. You're describing your own life. Let's continue through the day. On your way to work or school, try this. I am walking to the bus stop. I see my neighbor. I say hello. Notice something? These sentences are short, simple, easy to shadow. At work, you might say, I am checking my email. I have a meeting soon. At lunch, I am eating with my colleagues. This food is delicious. In the evening, I am cooking dinner. My family is talking together. Before bed, I am tired. I am going to sleep. Do you see the pattern? Every part of your day becomes an English lesson. This is why this method works so well. You don't need extra time. You use time you already have. While you cook, describe it in English. While you walk, describe it in English. While you wait for the bus, describe it in English. No one even knows you're practicing. This turns boring moments into powerful practice. Here's your challenge for today. Choose 3 moments in your day. Describe them out loud in English. Waking up, eating a meal, walking somewhere. Just 1 sentence for each. That's enough. Tomorrow, try 3 new moments. Slowly, your entire day becomes filled with English. This is what real fluency looks like. Not studying for hours, living naturally in English. In the next chapter, we'll talk about something very important: fear. Many learners feel afraid to speak. We're going to fix that too. Stay with me. This next part might be the most important chapter of all. Chapter 4. Speaking without fear. Let's talk honestly. Many learners understand English well, but when it's time to speak, they freeze. Why does this happen? Fear. Fear of mistakes. Fear of judgment. Fear of sounding wrong. This fear stops more learners than grammar ever could. So let's remove it today. First, understand this truth. Mistakes are part of learning. Every single learner makes them. Every single one. Even advanced speakers make mistakes sometimes. A mistake is not failure. A mistake is proof that you're practicing. Think about a child learning to walk. They fall. They fall again. No one laughs at them. No one says they failed. They simply try again. Speaking English works the same way. Here's something important. Most people are not judging your English. They are focused on understanding your message. If you say, "I go to store yesterday," people still understand you. The grammar isn't perfect, but the message is clear. Communication matters more than perfection. So the next time you're afraid to speak, remember this. Understanding matters more than perfect grammar. Now, let's talk about a simple way to reduce fear. Practice alone first. Before speaking to another person, speak to yourself. Describe your day, like we practiced before. Record your voice sometimes. Listen back. Notice your progress, not your mistakes. This builds confidence privately before you speak publicly. Here's another helpful idea. Use simple sentences. You don't need complicated grammar to communicate well. I like coffee. I am happy today. I want to learn English. These simple sentences are clear and correct. They work perfectly in real conversations. Don't wait until your English is perfect to start speaking. Start now with simple English. Perfection comes later, through practice, not before it. Let's also talk about breathing. When you feel nervous, take a deep breath before speaking. This calms your body. It gives your brain a moment to think. Slow down. You don't need to speak fast. Speak clearly, at your own pace. Native speakers appreciate clear, slow English more than fast, confusing English. Here's your reminder for today. Every mistake you make is a step forward, not backward. Every time you speak, even imperfectly, you are building real skill. So today, Choose one moment to speak English out loud. Even just one sentence. Say it with confidence, even if it's not perfect. That single sentence is progress. In our final chapter, we'll bring everything together, listening, practicing, and living without fear. We'll build your daily habit for long-term success. You're closer than you think. Keep going. Chapter 5. Building your daily habit. We've covered a lot together. Listening first, practicing daily, living with English, speaking without fear. Now let's bring it all together into one simple daily habit. This is the final, most important step, because knowledge without action doesn't create change. A simple habit, repeated daily, creates real transformation. Here is your simple 4-step daily plan. Step 1. Listen. Every day, listen to something in English for a few minutes. A short video, a song, a simple conversation. Focus. Don't just let it play in the background. Step 2. Shadow. Choose a few sentences. Repeat them out loud. Copy the rhythm. Copy the sound. Just 5 minutes is enough. Step 3. Describe your day. Throughout your day, describe simple actions in English. Waking up, eating, walking, working. Turn ordinary moments into English practice. Step 4. Reflect. At the end of the day, think for 1 minute. What did you learn today? What new word did you hear? This simple reflection helps your brain remember. 4 simple steps. Listen, shadow, describe, reflect. You don't need hours. 15 minutes a day is enough to create real progress. Consistency matters more than intensity. Remember, fluency isn't built in one day. It's built through small, repeated actions over time. Think about the last few chapters. You already learned so much. You learned why listening builds your foundation. You learned how small daily practice creates big change. You learned how to turn your everyday life into an English classroom. You learned that mistakes are not failures. They are proof of progress. All of this becomes powerful when you combine it into one daily habit. So here is your challenge, starting today. Choose one time each day for your English habit. Maybe morning, maybe before bed, just 15 minutes. Listen, shadow, describe, reflect. Repeat this tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. In 1 month, look back. You will notice something wonderful. Speaking feels easier, listening feels clearer, confidence feels stronger. This is not magic. This is simply the power of small, consistent habits. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Every single day you practice, you are becoming a stronger English speaker. I'm proud of you for staying until the end of this journey. Remember these words. Listen with focus, practice with patience, and learn a little every single day. That is how real fluency grows. Chapter 6. Growing your vocabulary naturally. Let's talk about words. Many learners try to memorize long lists. 50 words a day, 100 words a week. They study hard. Then, a week later, the words are gone. Why does this happen? Because memorizing a list is not the same as learning a word. Real vocabulary grows differently. It grows through use, through story, through feeling. Today, we're going to change how you learn new words. Here's the first rule. Learn words in groups, not alone. A single word is hard to remember, but a word inside a sentence stays in your mind. Don't just learn coffee. Learn, I drink coffee every morning. Now the word has a home. It has meaning. It has a picture in your mind. This is called learning in context. Let's try it together. Instead of learning the word tired, learn this sentence. I feel tired after a long day. Say it with me now. Good. Notice how the sentence gives you feeling, not just meaning. Here's the second rule. Repeat new words in different situations. If you learn the word busy, use it 3 times today. I am busy at work. My friend is busy today. This street is very busy. Same word, different situations. Your brain builds stronger connections each time. This is much more powerful than reading a word once and moving on. Here's the third rule. Connect new words to your own life. When you learn a new word, ask yourself, how can I use this today? If you learn the word excited, think of something that excites you. I am excited about the weekend. This personal connection makes the word unforgettable. Now, let's talk about something learners often forget. You don't need thousands of words. Research shows that a small group of common words covers most daily conversation. Simple words, everyday words. Words like go, want, need, feel, like, have, make, take. Master these first. They open more doors than rare, difficult words. Don't chase complicated vocabulary. Chase useful vocabulary. Here's a simple daily exercise. Choose just 1 new word each day. Not 10, just 1. Use it 3 times in 3 different sentences. Say it out loud. Write it down. Use it again tomorrow. 1 word a day feels small, but after 1 month, that's 30 words, deeply learned. Not just memorized, truly known. This is quality over quantity. Remember, vocabulary grows like a plant, not overnight, slowly, with care, every single day. Don't rush it. Trust the process. In the next chapter, we'll talk about something exciting. Understanding real, natural English, the way people actually speak. This is where your listening skills really begin to shine. Keep going. You're building something real. Chapter 7. Understanding real, natural English. Have you ever understood every word in a textbook, but felt completely lost watching a real conversation? You're not alone. Textbook English and real English are different. Native speakers don't speak slowly. They connect words together. They shorten phrases. They skip sounds. This is called natural speech. And today, we're going to understand it. Let's start with a simple example. In a textbook, you might read, "What are you going to do?" But in real conversation, people often say, "What you gonna do?" Same meaning, very different sound. This is why listening practice matters so much. Real English sounds different from written English. Let's look at a few common patterns. Going to often becomes gonna. Want to often becomes wanna. Got to often becomes gotta. These aren't mistakes. This is simply how English sounds in real, relaxed conversation. Once you recognize these patterns, understanding becomes much easier. Here's another important pattern: connected speech. Native speakers often connect the end of one word to the beginning of the next. I want to eat might sound like I want to eat. all connected smoothly like one flowing sound. This is why listening slowly, word by word, sometimes feels confusing when real speech moves fast and smooth. The solution? Practice listening to real conversations, not just textbook audio. Podcasts, interviews, natural conversations between friends. At first, this feels difficult. That's completely normal. Remember, understanding real speech is a skill. Like any skill, it improves with practice. Here's a helpful exercise. Choose a short video, just 30 seconds long. Listen once without stopping. Just get the general idea. Listen again. This time, notice one phrase that sounded different from what you expected. Listen a third time and try to repeat it exactly as you heard it. This trains your ear to catch natural, fast speech. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Even advanced learners miss some words. Understanding the main idea is more important than understanding every single word. Here's some encouragement. This skill takes time, but it grows faster than you think. The more real English you listen to, the more natural it becomes. Your brain adjusts. Patterns become familiar. One day, you'll notice something wonderful. Fast speech doesn't feel so fast anymore. That day is coming. Trust your daily practice. In the next chapter, we'll bring this understanding into real conversations. Ordering food, meeting new people, everyday situations where your English truly comes alive. This is where learning becomes living. Stay with me. Chapter 8. English for Real-Life Situations. Let's step outside the lesson and into real life. Understanding grammar is helpful, but using English in real situations is what truly matters. Today, we'll practice English for moments you experience every week. Let's start with meeting someone new. When you meet someone, keep it simple. Hi, I'm Sam. Nice to meet you. That's it. Simple and clear. If they ask, "How are you?" you can say, "I'm good, thank you. And you?" Simple questions, simple answers. This is enough for a warm first conversation. Now, let's talk about ordering food. Many learners feel nervous here. You don't need complicated sentences. I would like a coffee, please. Can I have the chicken, please? Just water, thank you. Short, polite, effective. If you don't understand something on the menu, simply ask, "What is this?" or "Could you recommend something?" Native speakers appreciate simple, clear questions. There's no need to feel embarrassed. Let's move to shopping. If you're looking for something, say, "Excuse me, do you have this in a different size?" "How much does this cost?" "I'm just looking, thank you." These small phrases handle most shopping situations easily. Now, let's talk about small talk. This is where many learners feel unsure. Small talk doesn't need deep conversation. It's simple and friendly. Talk about the weather. "It's really nice today, isn't it?" Talk about your day. "How was your weekend?" Talk about simple things. "I love this coffee shop." Small talk builds connection. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be friendly. Here's an important reminder. In real situations, people care about connection, not perfect grammar. If you smile, listen, and try your best, people respond warmly. Now let's practice a full, simple conversation together. Repeat after me. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. How about you? I'm doing well. Nice weather today. Yes, it's beautiful. Are you enjoying your day? Simple, natural, friendly. This is exactly the kind of English you'll use in daily life. Here's your challenge. This week, try one real conversation in English, even a short one. Ordering coffee, greeting a neighbor, asking a simple question. One small conversation builds real confidence. Remember, every conversation, even a short one, is progress. Every hello is a victory. In the next chapter, we'll talk about something powerful, turning your mistakes into your greatest teacher. This is where real growth happens. Keep going. Chapter 9. Turning mistakes into progress. Let's talk about something every learner experiences. Mistakes. You said the wrong word. You forgot a tense. Someone didn't understand you. How did that feel? For many learners, it feels embarrassing. It feels like failure. But today, we're going to see mistakes differently. A mistake is not the end of learning. A mistake is the beginning of learning. Think about this. Every mistake shows you exactly what to practice next. Without mistakes, you wouldn't know what needs improvement. So instead of fearing mistakes, we're going to welcome them. Let's look at this from a new angle. Imagine you say, I go to the store yesterday, instead of, I went to the store yesterday. That's a mistake. But notice something important. The message was still understood. Communication succeeded even with an imperfect sentence. This is the real goal of language, not perfection, connection. Here's a helpful practice. Keep a small mistake journal. Whenever you notice a mistake, write it down, just a few words. Forgot past tense with go. Then, later, review your list. Notice patterns. Maybe you often forget the same grammar point. Now you know exactly what to practice. This turns mistakes into a personal learning map. Here's another powerful idea. Celebrate corrections. When someone corrects you, don't feel embarrassed. Feel grateful. That correction is a free lesson. It helps you improve faster than studying alone. Say thank you when someone corrects you. This small habit builds a positive relationship with learning. Let's talk about self-talk too. How you speak to yourself matters. Instead of thinking, I made a stupid mistake, try thinking, I'm learning. This is part of the process. This simple shift changes your emotional relationship with English. Remember, even native speakers make mistakes in their own language. Everyone does. The difference between successful learners and those who give up isn't perfection, it's persistence. Successful learners keep speaking despite mistakes. They keep listening despite confusion. They keep practicing despite difficulty. Here's your reminder for today. Every single mistake you make is proof that you are actively learning, not sitting still. Sitting quietly, afraid to speak, teaches you nothing. Speaking, even imperfectly, teaches you everything. So today, give yourself permission to make mistakes freely. Speak boldly. Try new sentences. Take small risks. Each mistake brings you one step closer to fluency. In our final chapter, we'll bring everything together. 10 simple lessons into one lifelong habit of confident, natural English. You've come so far already. Let's finish strong. Chapter 10. Your Lifelong English Journey. We've traveled a long way together, listening deeply, practicing daily, living in English, speaking without fear, growing your vocabulary, understanding real speech, using English in real life, learning from mistakes. Now, let's bring it all together into one final powerful idea. English isn't something you finish, it's something you live. Many learners think fluency is a final destination, a finish line. But real fluency isn't a destination. It's a journey that continues, little by little, for a lifetime. Even native speakers keep learning new words, new expressions, new ways to communicate. So don't wait to feel finished before you feel proud. Feel proud today, right now, for every small step you've taken. Let's review your journey. You learned to listen actively, not passively. You learned that small daily practice beats long, occasional study. You learned to turn your everyday life into an English classroom. You learned that fear shrinks when you take small, brave actions. You learned that vocabulary grows through use, not memorization. You learn to understand real, natural English spoken by real people. You learn simple, practical English for real situations. You learn that mistakes are teachers, not failures. This is not a small list. This is real, meaningful progress. Now here's your path forward. Keep your daily habit alive. Listen, shadow, describe your day, reflect. 15 minutes a day, every day. This simple habit builds fluency over months and years. Some days will feel easy. Other days will feel difficult. Both days matter. Progress isn't a straight line. It's a slow, steady climb with small ups and downs along the way. Here's something important to remember on difficult days. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Every learner moves at their own pace. Comparing yourself to others only slows you down. Focus on your own journey, your own progress, your own small victories. Celebrate them. A new word learned, a conversation completed, a sentence spoken without fear. These moments matter more than you realize. Let's finish with an important identity shift. Stop thinking of yourself as someone studying English. Start thinking of yourself as someone who uses English. This small change in identity creates a big change in confidence. You're not a student memorizing rules anymore. You are becoming an English speaker. One small daily action at a time. So, starting today, carry these words with you. Listen with focus, practice with patience, and live your life naturally in English. I'm proud of you for staying with me through this entire journey. Keep listening, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself. This isn't the end of your English journey. It's simply the beginning of a stronger, more confident you. See you in the next lesson. Until then, keep going, one small step at a time.